Hi everyone, welcome to SC Invest Insight series. Today we're talking about Sri Lanka's tourism sector, a major driver of foreign exchange inflows in the country. Now we all know the tourism industry took a heavy hit in recent years. With COVID-19 and the economic crisis, it was not easy. But here's the good news. Despite all that, Sri Lanka's tourism is staging a strong comeback. In fact, in 2024, we were able to see signs of near full recovery.
If you look into numbers, in 2024, we had over 2 million tourist arrivals, a 38% increase year on year. More importantly, we brought in over $3.17 billion in tourism earnings, which was a 53% jump. That is 88% of 2018 levels, and projections show we might actually surpass those all-time highs in 2025. It's not just more tourists, it's more valuable tourists, because they are now spending around $181 a day, which was $164 the year before, and staying over 8 nights on average. So we are not only seeing volume, but improvement in spending too.
And this momentum is clearly continuing into 2025. As of May, we have already welcomed over 988,000 tourists. At this rate, we are well on track to cross the government's target of 3 million arrivals for the year. So, what's driving this boom? There are several things. There's been a major push in infrastructure like the port city development, airport expansion, and better highway and rail networks. We have also seen efforts in the gaming and entertainment space backed by large conglomerates. And then there's the healthcare depreciation, over 90% since 2018, which makes Sri Lanka incredibly cost competitive compared to our peers. On top of that, we've got policy wins like free visa programs, easier electronic travel authorization, and most importantly, better flight connectivity where 50% of the world population can reach us in under 8 hours.
Now let's zoom in on where this demand is coming from. India remains our largest market, followed by Russia, which has now fully recovered post-COVID. China, while still catching up, is showing strong potential, especially since the visa waiver for Chinese nationals. And there's something exciting. Over 30% of current tourists are repeat travelers. That level of loyalty shows satisfaction and trust, which are great signs for sustained long-term growth.
Now, let's talk about investment opportunities. Our hotel landscape is evolving fast. Right now, nearly 60% of rooms in the country fall under 4-star or 5-star ratings. As of December 2024, Sri Lanka had 6,603 5-star rooms and 3,834 4-star rooms. At the same time, we are also seeing growth in the budget-friendly options like guest houses, bungalows, and homestays, especially with the rise in the backpacker tourism. So this creates space for both high-end and mid-tier developments.
It is important to keep a balanced view. There are risks we need to be aware of, like geopolitical uncertainty, global recessions, or another pandemic-type event. Also, operational costs in hospitality are going up, and we are competing with regional powerhouses like Thailand and Vietnam, which already have stronger tourism ecosystems. But despite those challenges, Sri Lanka has a winning mix of natural beauty, cultural richness, affordability, and also improving infrastructure. With steady policy and marketing, we can definitely stay in the game.
And here's a stat that really puts things into perspective. According to the World Travel Market Global Report 2024, Sri Lanka is now the second fastest growing travel destination in Asia, right after Thailand. Tourism spending is expected to grow by over 100% in the coming years. So, this isn't just a rebound, it's a real transformation of our economic identity with tourism at its core.
So, if you are an investor, here's where you should look first. Listed hotel and leisure companies on the Colombo Stock Exchange, aviation, travel management, destination services, tourism-linked F&B, entertainment and retail brands, and of course, real estate and REITs in tourism-heavy zones. Tourism sector is shaping up to be a sustained economic engine. It's not just a seasonal boost this time.
So talking about the bottom line, tourism in Sri Lanka isn't just reviving, it's evolving. We've got the raw ingredients for a world-class experience. And now we are finally building the infrastructure, visibility, and investor confidence to match. I think this is the time for the private sector to step in, innovate, and grow with the momentum.
If you are looking for a sector to invest with strong fundamentals and massive untapped potential, the tourism might just be your next big move. Thank you for joining us. Stay informed, stay invested.